What is going on, everyone? This is that awkward part in the beginning where I'm only talking because somebody's going to catch this later and they don't want to see me just sitting here talking to myself, although I do say some pretty interesting things. We will get started in just a minute or two. We're going to kick it off with a legit merch giveaway. And I have found a way around the problems we were having with giveaways last week and the previous weeks. So we're going to see how well that works out. Then I will introduce today's guest. It's going to be super fun, I think. I think he's got some great stuff for you. And then, well, that's it. We'll do some questions and then we'll wrap it up. But that's kind of the agenda today. So once everybody gets on, just let me know how the sound and the picture quality is. Not that I could do anything to fix it if you say it's bad, but it's at least let me know if you can hear me and see me and all of that stuff. So yeah, lots of people already saying, can see and hear you 5 by 5. Okay, I guess that's good. See who we've got on so far. We've got Jessica, got Mansoor, says he's excited to watch. Living in Grace says definitely excited to learn. John says based on the thumbnail, I thought this was Chris Palmer for a second, not Chris Walker. You know, it's funny that I made that picture of me doing that to mock people that do that, and now I've been using it in my own thumbnail. So I have became what I beheld. Russell Freddie Edmonds says, yo, yo. Chris, what's up? Chris says, hello. Jim says, hey, everyone. Adrian says, woohoo, with 3 rocket ship emojis. Anthony says, hey. Straight Up Search SEO, there's your free plug. Says, looks good, Chris, crystal clear. Daniel, what's up, Daniel? Daniel says, looks good. John gives the okay sign. I hope that's what that one means. Steven says sound and video is good, 10 by 10. What's with the numbers? I'm missing something there. Sounds good, all clear, all good. Hey, Chris, Andres says looks good and 10. And all right, by the way, if you are showing up as Facebook user, you're not going to be able to win our giveaways. So go to StreamYard.com/Facebook so you have a chance to win the giveaway. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to win. Looking better in the thumbnail, all great. Well, thanks. I'm not sure how to take that though. Bring the knowledge, Skywalker. You know, funny story. If I ever have a son, God forbid, I'm going to name him Luke Skywalker. No joking at all. So, all right. We already got a lot of folks on and we got a lot to cover today. So what I'm going to do now is share my screen and we're going to do our first giveaway. This will be for some legit merchandise, whether it's a t-shirt, a coffee mug, whatever you prefer. So let's jump over to it. And we are going to, and this is a tool that I found out that StreamYard actually has built in. Thank you to whoever pointed that out to me, by the way. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna have everybody type in the word HERC, H-E-R-C, and we're gonna start in just a minute. And then the software is actually gonna pick a winner for me, so there will be much less drama because, good Lord. All right, we will start at 104, and then you can just start typing HERC. There's no need to do it more than once. But don't do it until I tell you to. So and then the winner the software will pick, so I can stop being accused of being biased and having 10 people tell me that they were the winner when they were not. And just, it's good for my mental health. So let's just leave it at that. All right. I think I am not 100% sure how this tool works. So, all right, we will go ahead and start guessing and we will let it go till 105 and then we will pick a winner. So yeah. Kazi says, looking awesome as always. Why, thank you. I worked out. Occasionally. All right. Lots of hercs coming in. Good, good. Lots of people on today. I told you this was going to be a hit. Not herc, H-E-R-C. It's not a Johnny Cash song, I don't think. I don't think he ever did a tribute to you, but I could be wrong. All right. Got about 15 seconds left, and then we're going to do the giveaway, and it's going to show me who the winner is. So whoever that winner ends up being will need to email help@legit.com with the piece of merch that you want, your physical mailing address, and if it's something that requires a size, the size. So, all right, let's do this. HGRC. Start collecting. Oh, I guess I was supposed to. All right. Well, I'll let it go for a minute or two until it catches up. And yeah, lots of folks on already rolling in. This is my first time using this software, so I may not have done this correctly. I probably just should have started it, but well, no, we'll see. So, all right, we'll let it go to 1:06. So we'll go another 30 seconds, and then we'll get into it because we do have a lot to cover. Yes, contest is for some legit merch. LaRue. Wow. Sass Freak says, hey, Chris, what's up, Sass Freak? I love the names on YouTube. We got about 10 seconds left, and then I'm going to pick a winner, and then I'm going to introduce our guest. All right, let's stay. You may stop guessing now because you're not going to get picked. Draw. Hopefully it doesn't give it to me. The winner is Vincent Schurman. Congratulations, Vincent. See how much easier that was than what we did before? Congratulations, Vincent. You can PM me on Facebook, or you can email help@legit.com with the piece of legit merch that you want, the size, if it's something that requires a size, and your physical mailing address. So congratulations, Vincent. All right, let's get into it. We got a lot to cover. Today, we are here with our special guest, Herc Magnus. Herc is somebody I've gotten to know over the last few years. I met him at one of Alex Becker's masterminds. It was a good time. We hung out in Times Square and did some other cool stuff. It was good to meet him. Herc's been in the business a long time. He's just great at SEO, has a great software, and just does good stuff. He's one of the few people that I feel is like legitimate and like honest and just a good dude all the way around. And of course, the best thing about having special guests like Herc is there's less work for me to do. So I'm going to toss it over to Herc, and you just want to give us some info about yourself and then get into what you got for us.
I don't like talking about myself too much. I'd rather let the presentation, right. But yeah, I don't know. My name's Herc, guys. I'm as you can tell, I'm a musician turned software developer, SEO. I've been online marketing for a long time, since I was about 20 years old. Been doing SEO for about the past 8 or 9 years, and I got pretty good at it. You know, I came up through the Bring the Fresh days with Kelly Felix, and I cut my teeth there. And then I learned a lot from Alex Becker back when he was doing SourceWave stuff. Chased Greg Morrison to learn about PDNs, and got into I've done everything. Like, I've done affiliate marketing, AdSense marketing, Amazon. I did a lot of MLM stuff, like anything to make money, right? I just like making money. So I've done a lot of it, but I transitioned. I owned an SEO agency. And in all that time, I transitioned back down to rank and rent. It's one of my favorite strategies, lead generation, rank and rent. So that's kind of a bit about me. And what I'm here to show you guys today is something kind of not even exactly sure where or how I learned it, but it's a way that I used to do SEO back in like 2013, 2014. Something that I call now keyword cloud optimization. And what it allows you to do, guys, is rank on every page of your website for a lot of keywords. And this is important because when people are searching for things on Google, okay, 2 people might be searching for the exact same thing, but they're going to say it in a different way, right? And what that creates is opportunity for us as SEOs to, number one, find out what are all the ways that people are searching for this specific thing, and how can I rank for all those specific ways? Because semantically, they all mean the same thing, but when it comes to words, they're different. So for instance, catering Stamford, Connecticut, catering in Stamford, Stamford caterers. All those people are searching for a catering company in Stamford, Connecticut. And I'm using a local lead gen type of terminology, but this works for anything. This works for affiliate marketing. This works literally anything. So I'm going to share my screen. Let me see.
You just click share, and then I'll maximize it.
Okay. Let me see. I'm going to do screen 2. There we go. Okay. We're going to start on Google, guys, and I'm going to start. Actually, no, I'm going to start over here. I'm going to start with how I got into this. So this was a site that I built where I started using this method, this keyword cloud optimization, way back in 2013. Okay, and I was testing it out, and this is traffic to a site called Tempered Glass Screen Protector. I was doing AdSense and affiliate marketing back then, and you can see just traffic started just climbing, 921 searches. It wasn't EMD, meaning an exact match domain. The main keyword was the domain that I registered, tempered glass screen protector. And the traffic just kept going and going. And I was making money selling Amazon products and affiliate products. And what I did is basically I always started with a spreadsheet that looked like this. Okay. I'd have the name of the domain and then I'd have a group. Okay. And I'd have multiple groups. And what each one of these groups represented was a page on my website that I was eventually going to build. Because when I start building a website, I always start with keyword research. And I think everybody in SEO either knows that or should know that keyword research is the first step. Thus, it's the most important step to get right. If you target keywords that are too competitive or too hard, you're not going to rank. But if you target keywords that don't have any traffic, you're not going to get any traffic. Even if you do rank, you need both, right? So what I would do is I'd go and start doing whatever tools I was using, Adwords, keyword planner back then, and I'd start finding keywords and group them into semantic topical pages. So you can see here, I have the home page. Then I'd have a title, a URL, a description, and an H1. And those are the 4 core elements of on-page optimization. Okay, everybody should know that. The 5th one is the content that you actually put on your page, right? So the videos, the pictures, the words, stuff like that. So this group of keywords, you can see tempered glass screen protector, which was the EMD keyword, glass screen protector, tempered glass screen protectors, tempered glass protector, premium. It's all the same thing. Everyone is just searching for it in a different way. And that, I mean, not everyone is, there's definite search volume differences between these keywords, but ultimately these are all the same idea. And I wanted to rank for them all. So I would put them all into a group and be like, okay, so that page is going to do that. This page is going to do that. This page is going to do that. Then I would manually look up the volume, the CPC, the broad phrase, title, and in URL match. Now I can see comments, so you guys help me out. Give me a 1 if you know what broad phrase, in title, and in URL competition metrics are, and give me a 2 if you don't. Just type 1 if you know what those are. Type 2 if you don't. I can't actually see anything. Okay, here we go. There it comes.
There's a bit of a delay from when the comments start to when you say something.
Oh, okay. I don't do a ton of StreamYard. Okay, so guys, they're just metrics in Google that kind of tell you, okay, broad is like if you search this keyword in Google, okay, and I'll give you a really quick. I'm not gonna get too much into teaching here, but tempered glass screen protector. Okay, if you search that in Google, that's called a broad match. Okay, 12 million results. If you put that in quotes, that's called a phrase match. Okay, obviously you're saying to Google, it has to have this word in this order for your result, and it goes down. Title just means show me this phrase somewhere in the title. As you can see, the results go down again. And then in URL is show me that phrase in the URL. And the reason why that's important, guys, title, URL, description, H1 are the 4 core elements. So the amount of results that Google has are basically the amount of people that you're truly competing against, right? So I would do all this, guys. And then I would manually look up all this stuff and plan out my entire site, right, before I built the content and the pages. And then in order to optimize the pages, now what am I going to write for my title, my URL, my description, and my H1? What I would do is I would take the group of keywords that I found and I would open up a WordPad. Okay, so I'm going to make this a little bigger just so everyone can see. And I'd be like, all right, these are all the phrases that I want to rank for, right? Those are all the phrases, the long tail keywords, but I need to break it down into words. So I would take the first word, right? And I'd go tempered glass screen protector, right? So that takes care of all those words. Now, so glass, screen, and protector are already there. Tempered glass screen. Oh, protectors is a variation of it. So that can go in there. Okay. Tempered glass protector, premium tempered glass screen protector. So there's premium, right? So these words, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, these are the words that exist in all of these phrases. So when I optimize, okay, I want to optimize aggressively for my main keyword, but I don't want to leave any of these out. And why this is important, guys, is when people write optimization, especially their title, okay, especially businesses, what they often do is they'll put in like their business name, right? And then they'll put in maybe a keyword, and then they'll put in, you know, who knows what else, right? They'll put in like something that they don't really know if it's got any benefit or not. But your title, guys, is one of the most important places to optimize for your keywords for, and you should be putting your main keyword first, right? The back half of your title is going to be your LSI words, right? And then if you have room, then it's the CTA stuff, the call to action stuff in your title. So this is how I used to do SEO, guys, on a spreadsheet, manually looking everything up, and it worked. Like with that image I showed you, it worked. So let me just discard all this and close this. What I'm going to show you now is how this works with software that we built to automate it all, and it's just even more killer. Okay, don't save. So I'm going to look up the main keyword that we're going to talk about today in the site that I'm going to show you how I rank 19 keywords, and it's actually like 30 now. Okay, catering, Stamford, Connecticut. Okay, this result here above the maps is mine, right? Catering, Stamford, Connecticut.com. It is an EMD, which means exact match domain. You can see the optimization of it is the keyword is in the domain, not the back half of the URL, but it is the domain. Catering, Stamford, Connecticut is first. Our company's offer all blah, 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 blah. Okay, so there we are ranking first in Google. Now, is this a crap keyword? Is this a good keyword? Am I pulling wool over your eyes? Let me show you the rank tracker. Okay, guys, so here's Catering, Stamford, Connecticut inside of our software, Xagio. And you can see Catering, Stamford, a short tail, ranking number 1, 110, 320, 1010, 210, 210, a bunch of locations. Okay, not great traffic locations, but 320, 110, 10, 10, 90, 90, 90. And these are just all ranked number 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3K. We're ranking huge. This is our rank tracker software. But inside our WordPress plugin, I'm going to go to something called the Project Planner, and I'm going to open up something that looks very similar to the spreadsheet that you just saw, except now it's in a WordPress plugin so that we can automate a lot of this stuff. So once again, I'm going to collapse everything. Okay. This is a small website. It's a tiny little website. It's 4 pages. So if you can see each one of these boxes, guys, is kind of like that spreadsheet that I showed you. It represents a page on our website. So I have my home page. I have a page for halal catering, wedding catering, and breakfast catering, right? I have my title, my URL, my title, my URL, my description, and my H1. Okay. And I can optimize all the pages on my website from one dashboard, but I also can see my keywords that I'm trying to target. I can do keyword research and say, okay, yes, I want to target this, which is going to help me write my optimization using that method I showed you earlier. Okay. So you can see, guys, I have the keyword, the volume, the CPC, the in title, in the in URL counts, and then a title ratio and URL ratio, which is just something called the keyword golden ratio from a guy named Doug Cunnington. It made a lot of sense. We built it into the tool. And then we even track the rankings of the keywords. So this dashboard, guys, we call it the Project Planner, which is a stupid name. We're probably going to update it. Is an amazing tool because it brings a lot of processes that we normally do as SEOs, excuse me, into a single dashboard, meaning keyword research, optimization, competition research, all on a single dashboard, and all for all the pages of your site in one place. Okay. Not a lot of people do optimization this way. What they do is they go create a page, create content. They go into WordPress, they install a plugin like Rank Math or Yoast. They go visit the page. They put in a seed keyword. They get a score, right? And oh yeah, I got a score of 81. This is good. I've done my optimization correctly. You know what I mean? Okay. But that's not how I do things. I use something called Keyword Cloud Optimization. So once I've done my keyword research, and I'll show you later how I do that, I have a group of keywords that have the same semantic meaning. Stamford Caterer, Stamford Caterer, Stamford Food Catering, Stamford CT Catering, Caterers, Stamford, Connecticut. I'm driving this point home, guys. Remember, this is opportunity. People who are searching for the exact same thing don't say it in the exact same way, which means there's opportunity for you to rank for all of them, provided you have good optimization. And this tool helps you know how to write. So once you have your group of keywords, guys, this little beauty right here, Open Word Cloud, does all that work that I showed you earlier. On the notepad, I would just take the words and boil them down. Well, this one takes the group of keywords that you want to rank for after you've done your keyword research and you say, yes, this is the group of keywords I want to try and rank for. This little Keyword Cloud Optimization button says, okay, of this group of keywords that you want to target, the word Stamford, appears 14 times. It's a pretty important word if you're going to try and rank for these phrases. Catering, companies, Connecticut, menu. And you can see as I'm clicking them, they're highlighting in the keyword. They're also highlighting in the title and the description to let me know if I've used them. But at the point where I'm optimizing, I won't have had anything in here, but I'll know, okay, Stamford catering is pretty important. I know my main keyword is catering, Stamford, Connecticut. So I write that first in my title. But the back half, this is where people really struggle, right? They don't really know what to say on the back half. So they do all sorts of stuff, right? But your main keyword, guys, always put the main keyword that you're going to try and rank for out front in your title. The back half is where you use something like keyword cloud optimization to decide, okay, how can I make a sentence that makes sense but includes all the words of all the phrases? So you can see what I did. Catering, Stamford, Connecticut. So catering, Stamford, Connecticut was my main keyword, but then I had some other stuff. So I have like menu, and I have food and caterer, services, company, right? Or companies. So I said best menu and food caterer services company in CT, which basically included, just in the title alone, I optimized for every single word for all of these phrases. Okay. I wrote my description in a similar way, a longer version of my title. Our companies offer all types of catering in Stamford, Connecticut. Call us now to talk about your food catering services needs. We have a great menu, right? My H1 is a short description based on my my main keyword, catering services company in Stamford, Connecticut. Okay. And I optimize this way. I use keyword cloud optimization to help me write the best, most keyword rich optimization. And I do that for every page. And the result, okay, is rankings like this. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3. I can, and this is just the home page. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 keywords I'm targeting on the home page. And the worst ranking that I have is number 3. That's just of the keywords that I know of, that I specifically targeted, right? That I went out and did keyword research, added them to this group. The halal page ranking, number 1, 2. The breakfast page, 4, 4. The wedding page, 2, 3, 4. So give me a yes if this makes sense to you and you guys want to like really rock rankings like this. I'll carry this training on a little further, but I want to see if people are really paying attention here. So I'll wait for this delay. And then I'll go into, okay, how do you find the keywords that you optimize for using this process? And this is something we built into the tool recently, and it's unbelievable. That's a great question. Someone said, can you highlight that question? If my URL doesn't have the words eating disorder in it, what should I change in my domain? So let's say your domain is catering Stamford, Connecticut, and you want eating disorder in your domain. That would be something that you target on a page, and you would put eating disorder in your URL. Right? So the first so for the main keyword that you're trying to target, it's best to have it in your domain. The next best place to have it is in your URL. It's that simple. Okay. And when you guys are building a URL for something like a page like this, okay, a wedding catering, the best thing you can do is if you have a long list of keywords, go after the keyword that has a balance of the most volume, but the least competition, which is going to be your in title and in URL, right? So for the homepage, there's nothing I could do because my main keyword kind of covered everything. Catering, Stamford, halal, these are kind of low volume keywords, but you can see what I did. This one had 30 searches, breakfast, catering, Stamford. I made that my URL, right? So you want to balance in the URL slug aspect, you want to balance the most volume for the least competition that's closest to your main keyword, okay? And I can't teach this right now, guys, because I don't want to take like 5-6 hours teaching exactly how to do this, because I literally can train for like 7 hours on this product. But let's say, does anybody have a new site that they would like to see, is my rankings up to par? You know what I mean? Like, am I doing a good job or am I doing a bad job on my site, right? So we built a function into this tool. Okay, I'm going to do new project. I'm going to call it Audit Me, right? This is the first time, like if you get our software Xagio and you're like, okay, I like this idea. I want to optimize my entire site from a single page. I want to know my keywords. I want to see but I also want to see where am I ranking? How does it stack up against keyword cloud optimization? So what you're going to do, you're going to create a project. Doesn't matter what you name it. I call it Audit Me. You're going to go to audit website. Okay. If you have Rank Math or Yoast or all in one, it's going to say, let's pull all your optimization into Xagio first. Okay. So you're just going to click continue. And it's going to set up and say, okay, let's audit your domain, right? So what we're going to do is we're just going to just click start operation. I'm just going to click one button, okay? And what it's going to do is it's going to go out and look for all the pages that you have on your site. What keywords are you ranking for, and in what position are you ranking for those keywords? So this, literally, you guys just saw me do this, took a few seconds, right? And it pulled in all these pages and posts on my site and tells me, look, you're ranking for this. Here's the volume, here's the CPC, and here's the ranking we found. Now, so like this catering Columbus, Ohio, which is actually a test page because Columbus is nowhere near Stamford, Connecticut, but I put it on there and used a bunch of content because I like to do a lot of weird tricks. I know that this page, I'm ranking for a bunch of stuff, and some of it has decent volume, right? And now I can do this. I know Columbus, Ohio, catering. Maybe I'm not, look at that, wedding. I'm not optimized for the word wedding. I'm not optimized for the word corporate event. I can now use Keyword Cloud Optimization to help me write a better, more keyword rich title, URL description in H1 so that I can rank higher for more keywords, even though I didn't even know I was even ranking for any of them. And it does it for every page on your site, right? So this is a great way, this audit, this part of this tool, guys, is a great way for you to put this on your own site and see where you're at. Then you use the Keyword Cloud Optimization, you use the highlight function. Okay, let's just look at another one. Okay, well, Bridgeport, I'm ranking pretty good for Bridgeport. Well, actually, I'm ranking better than this because these are a snapshot in the last 30 days, not current rankings. If you wanted to track the current rankings, you just select all the keywords, actions, track keyword rankings, okay? And give it the search engine, the location. Now it will start actively tracking those keywords. Okay. Right now it's just a snapshot of rankings unless you actually track them. So all I have to do now, guys, is come in, see where I'm ranking. Okay. Re-optimize my site, or you would re-optimize your site and go. Now, what about people that are starting new sites? Okay. And you're like, okay, I have this main keyword, or I have this site. I want to find keywords that I should do Keyword Cloud Optimization for. So we've covered what to do with how to use the project planner, how to do keyword optimization. We covered how to audit your own site so that you can make improvements. You can also do that for clients, right? Now, what about if you have a site that's just starting out, maybe it's not as, developed and established, okay, but you want to do some keyword research. So let's do a new project, and we're going to do this. If I was going to do this for catering Stamford, Connecticut, and I was just starting out, how I would do this, guys, is I would go to Google, and even though I'm right here, I'm going to just do it again. I'm going to search my site's main keyword, or my page that I'm trying to find keywords for. I would search that keyword in Google, and I would find the best local ranker in the local space, okay? So something like David's Catering, or not like Yelp and not Home Advisor, right? But like, say, Ask Stamford. Okay, this guy. That's kind of a weird name, Ask Stamford. I would take this guy's domain. Okay. And now I'm going to go back and I'm going to go, let's audit my competitor who's ranking on the first page. Let's see what he's ranking for and how he's optimized, right? He might give me some good ideas. So I'm going to load this and I'm going to go audit website. Okay. But I'm going to change the domain. I'm going to change it from my domain. Instead of auditing my own website, I want to audit his website. So I'm going to ignore local pages, and I don't want to see pages that don't have any rankings. So I'm going to say skip empty groups. So I'm going to start this operation. Okay. Hello, Ask Stamford. You are my competitor. I want to spy on you, and I want to borrow what you're doing well and improve on what you're not doing well. Boom. Look how fast that happened. It just pulled in all of his keywords, all of his pages that he's ranking for, along with the title, URL description, and H1 of each of his pages. This information, guys, is so powerful because now what you can do is you can either start selecting keywords. So say you're like this keyword, this keyword, this keyword, this keyword. Okay, well, I think that should go into another group. So I'm going to take these keywords. I'm just going to drag them over here because I want to target them over here. And then I want to take this keyword, this keyword, this keyword, and I want to drag those over into this group up here. You now can start easily manipulating the organization of the keywords into the pages that you think are going to make sense. Okay. Then you open the word cloud, you do the optimization, you change the optimization of his page to your pages, right? And then when you're done, you go actions, create a new page or create a new post, and it will create the post or page on your WordPress site based on the keywords that you found by analyzing your competitor. Can you highlight Joe's question? Joe Polask at 1128. Do you use Rank Math or another SEO plugin when using the Xagio plugin? We actually use Xagio because if I go back to my site, okay, where my little 4-page thing, okay, if you can see right here, I'm going to do group functions collapse. Oops, sorry, group functions collapse. You can see that the home page, okay, has a little tab here that tells me that this group, okay, has a page in WordPress attached to it. If I didn't see this little tab, all it is where you're working and you're planning on something. So for instance, let me go back to audit. You'll see here, there's nothing. There's no page tabs. There's nothing. This is just research and planning, right? And until I create a page or a post, it's just a research and just a plan. But once a page or a post is created, you'll see a tab. It's clickable, takes you into the page or post editor. And instead of seeing Yoast or Rank Math, okay, I do have Rank Math because I spy on my competition. I learn from my competition. Okay, I'm not using Rank Math, so let me drag it down. I use Xagio, the same plugin that I'm showing you that does these audits and does this keyword research and does keyword cloud optimization is also an SEO plugin because we supply the title, the URL, the description, right? We do a lot of stuff everyone else does, robots, social, schema, open graph, some notes that you can add your own notes, okay? Scripts, header, footer, okay? We do a lot. We do a lot. Guys, I am showing you literally about 10% of the functions and features of this software because like this software includes the rank tracker over here. It includes all the functions you're seeing over here. I just want to focus though on keyword cloud optimization, auditing your competitors, auditing yourself, how to do keyword research, how to be more efficient, more effective by using less tools, having less subscriptions, right? A keyword research subscription, an SEO software subscription, a rank tracker subscription, all those things built into one tool, okay? So let me see, what did I cover? I covered that. Let me see if I did the audit. Yeah, we audited our competitor. Okay. You know what? I think that's all I want to show you guys. Like I want to be quick and I want to be easy, and I'd rather answer your questions at this point. Or Chris, if you have anything you want to say or ask or add, go ahead.
No, that was fantastic. Can everybody just before we get into that, let us know if you enjoyed that, and then I'll go back and scroll up in some questions. But definitely say thank you. I basically already got my credit card out, so yeah, just let her know if you enjoyed that, and I'll scroll back up and catch some of the questions we missed. That was fantastic, by the way. Like, I'm not kidding. I was just messaging Jim and saying, this is really good. I want this myself.
No, it's amazing. He keeps getting better too. And we have plans. I'll let you guys know this. You guys are going to be the first ones to hear this. This is a plan that what we're going to do is, because AI is big, right? And I'm digging into AI content, AI everything. We have research in place right now where what we're going to be able to do pretty soon is once you have your group of keywords, what the AI software is going to do is take the group of keywords, research the top 10 ranking sites for each of these keywords, and then go back and you'll click one button. It'll write a title, a URL, a description, and an H1 for you, and then turn around, create the page, and also write the content for the page, all with one click. All you have to do is tell it what keywords you want to do it for. It'll optimize and write the content for you. I still think, okay, we're building that because people want cool stuff and we want to give people cool stuff. But I still think it's very, very important that you understand what keyword cloud optimization is, how to optimize properly for a long list of keywords, okay? Because nothing's going to beat the human touch. AI is going to get better and better. I understand that, but nothing's going to beat knowing how the AI works or how to direct the AI to get the result that you want, right? So we're working hard on building that, which I think is going to be really, really killer.
All right. Wesley says, but don't backlinks play a factor in rankings? This method alone will not rank.
Absolutely. Great question. Wonderful. I'm so glad you asked that because I wanted to cover it and I didn't talk it. Backlinks, guys, are often going to play a factor in ranking. But if you want to rank on the first page of Google, particularly in the top 3, like you see here, okay, every keyword ranking in the top 3. If you want to rank keywords that are actually not just bullshit keywords like some long tail version that no one's searching for, but actual keywords with actual traffic, okay? If you want to rank a lot of keywords that have traffic, that are profitable on the first page of Google, number 1, here's the 3 steps that you got to do, and you got to master them in order. You have to be good at keyword research, obviously, right? Meaning not too competitive, but not zero search volume, even though zero search volume does have search volume sometimes, but going after the main, you know what I mean, volume where there is search volume is going to bring you further. So you have to be good at keyword research. Number 2, you have to be good at optimization, meaning your title, your URL, your description, your H1, and the content that you put on your page. If you do keyword research and optimization well, you won't have to build as many backlinks. Your job in building backlinks will become far, far less. And let me prove that right now. Okay, so we're going to take my main keyword. And I'll tell you right now, guys, one of the advantages I have before anything else is an EMD, an exact match domain. And I know that there is a ton of people that disagree on whether EMDs are good or bad. Let me tell you from my experience, I love EMDs. I analyze a ton of keywords in Google. I always see EMDs ranking. And so let me go back to my point. Okay, so I just want to put to rest the myth of EMDs good versus bad. My opinion, I love EMDs. They're a huge ranking bonus, okay, if you want to build less backlinks. So now, to prove my point, guys, if you optimize well, you don't need as many backlinks to rank. So what we're going to do now is look at this keyword, the main keyword, which we can see catering, Stamford, Connecticut, 260 searches a month in the catering niche, and catering ain't cheap. Everyone knows that. If you've ever been married or had an event catered, you know it's not cheap. And Stamford, Connecticut's a big city. So this is a profitable keyword, okay? So catering, Stamford, Connecticut. Let's look at who's ranking and how many backlinks they have. So we're going to turn on the Moz bar for that, okay? So Moz is basically going to tell us how many links to the domain overall. Every page on the site, all the links going to every page. That's domain authority, okay? Then they're going to tell us how many links to the page on the site, which is ranking. So in this instance, okay, let's ignore me for now. Let's look at the top 10 in Google here and the amount of links. We're always in a local search where we're attaching like a location to the keyword, okay, like catering, Stamford, Connecticut. There's always going to be 2 types of sites that are ranking in Google. Number 1 is going to be big brand authority sites like Home Advisor, Angie's List, Yelp, Better Business Bureau, okay? And as you can see, Yelp, the properties of those are going to be a high DA, 90, 88, 56, 76, okay? Thumbtack, 50, event incentive, okay? That's type 1. Type 2 is going to be the local businesses for this type of keyword in the area. They're typically going to have lower DAs, but higher PAs. The Yelps and stuff are often going to have 0 links being built. This is measuring, okay, so this is ranking because it's Yelp because it has a high domain authority, but the actual listing on Yelp, which is ranking for that keyword, the person who owns this isn't actually building links to the property. That's why it says 0 links. But let's look at all these now, okay? Now that we know the 2 types, let's look at them. DA 93, page authority 46, okay? DA 88, page authority 41, so 0 links, 1 link. A local site, he's got 281 domains linking in across the site, 178 to the home page, okay? This guy is this is a high DA property. It's not the highest DA, but it's another directory style listing, okay? 15,000 domains in. Garden Catering, another kind of, I think they're an actual company, okay? 304 domains in. 6 to this page, 6 domains are linking to this page. PA 26, PA 41, Thumbtack, high DA, event, high DA, lots of links, okay? Another local company, and then another local company, they have 74 links to the domain, 15 to the page, 222 links, 147 to the page, okay? That's how many links they built. Let's look at me. DA5. Let's look at the other DAs again. 93, 88, 23, 56, 33, 76, 50, 9, and 20. 5 is less than all those numbers. Okay, let's look at the PA. I've got a PA 23. Let's look at the other guys. 46, 41, 35, 32, 26, 41, 36, 24, 34. Once again, I have the lowest PA score. Referring domains, 31. Okay. We have 900,000, 120,000, 281, 15,000, 304, 64, 1374, 222. Everyone has a minimum of 75, except for me. I have 31. And let me tell you something about this, guys. Let's go actually look at the links that Moz is reporting, because I didn't build 31 links to this site. I built 5. Okay. So let's look at the inbound links for catering Stamford, Connecticut. Domains.tnt code. What is that? That's a web scraper, right? So it's not even a real link. There's a real link that I built. This is some weird XYZ domain. Okay. Let's inbound links. I'm getting all kinds of weird links. XYZ, 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 XYZ. These are all bullshit links, maybe negative SEO, right? Then I have real links that I built. Guys, I built 5 links to this site, and the rest is like scrapers, negative SEOs, and all that stuff. Whereas these other guys, I'll tell you, the Yelps and stuff like that, guys, when you see high domain authorities with 0 links built to the property, Google has to rank something. Right. So as a competition analysis standpoint, when you see high DA with 0 links to the listing, that's a good thing, because you can beat that. Okay. But when you look at the local sites who are actively building links, so there was 3, I think, David's Catering here, Cafe Ooh La La here, and Ask Stamford here. Okay. They're building links to their pages, to their domains, but they're building far more links than I am. But why am I outranking them? How come I don't have to build as many links, but I can not only beat everybody on the first page, the local sites, the directory sites, and even the map? Which, how often do you guys see a site ranking above the map? It's so relevant. It's above the map in Google. Let me explain why. And you guys probably already know. Does anyone know why I'm ranking and beating everyone with less links? It's the answer to the question that was asked. Doesn't links count? Yes, they do. But what's more important than links? Do you want to build less links and get more rankings? Optimize. Optimize better, right? Every single phrase in my keyword cloud optimization is included in my title, which means I have a very semantically relevant title, right? And I have an EMD, and I'm being aggressive. So if I take this phrase, okay, and I'm just going to do a browser search for that phrase, so it highlights everywhere that the phrase catering Stamford, Connecticut is used. Let's look. Let's ignore me again and look at the rest of the guys. Not optimized in the title or the description or the URL. Not optimized, not optimized, not optimized, not optimized, not optimized, not, no. No one's optimized. No one's optimized. How can they not be optimized? Because they either don't know, or maybe they don't know that this is a good keyword. I don't know. I don't know the answer of why they're not optimized. But I'm optimized. Great. And I'm killing everyone for that simple fact. I only had to build 5 links to do it.
Awesome.
So, long answer to a short question, but I wanted to prove it.
No, I believe you. I get it. It's a great answer, and there's probably other people thinking that too. Guys, if you want to sign up for this, check out Xagio. How's it pronounced?
Yeah, whatever you want. Xagio.
Xagio.net/superstar. There's a little discount on there for you too. So, but it is a limited time. So, but check that out, and we'll keep on with the questions. Russell Freddie Edmonds says, Herc was wondering, can it only be used as a plugin?
The project planner, like this section, yes, but the cool thing is, like, some people, okay, a lot of people love this tool, and I get that, but they're like, I don't have WordPress, or I have, a non-WordPress property, whether it's an HTML site or a PHP site or a different builder, a different CMS. What I suggest you do, guys, you can still get all the benefit out of this by having one WordPress website that you run this on, and you do your keyword research the same way I showed you. You do all that stuff, your optimization. Once you've got it built, you just copy and paste everything over to your other site. So you still have the advantage of this tool But then from there, it's just a manual copy and paste.
Okay. Steven asked, did you use Surfer or anything to help write your content, or how did you optimize your on page?
I just showed everyone how I optimize my page. Guys, I don't go crazy with additional. I'm telling you this right now, guys. Things like Surfer SEO, and which is an amazing tool. I'm not going to knock Surfer SEO right now, but I'll tell you this. The 80-20 rule applies here. Pareto's principle. 80% of your results are going to come from only 20% of your efforts. The rest is just the fine tweaks. Getting your keyword research right and your optimization right is 80% of your results. Surfer SEO is in the 20%. Okay. You're going to get, look at the rankings, guys. I mean, I think I've already proved that. And so you can go visit the site if you want, right? Yes, I put content on it. No, I didn't Surfer optimize it. No, I don't have social profiles or citations or social signals. I just put real catering content on there. Okay. That's it. If I wanted to like somehow tweak even further, then maybe I'd say, okay, I'm going to do the Surfer SEO thing. But guys, I want to do as little work as possible to get as much result as possible. So I'm not going to start with something like Surfer SEO. If I was struggling to rank for these keywords, then maybe I would say, okay, I got to go look at what other people are doing content wise. But if I got the results that I want without Surfer SEO, great. And 9 times out of 10, guys, I do get that result. I have a Surfer SEO subscription, but I just barely ever use it because I know how to optimize. Okay.
All right. Let's see. Can it be used to re-optimize an existing site build?
100%. That was where I showed the audit. So if you install this software on your own site, if it's a WordPress site, or if you don't have a WordPress site and your site that you want to optimize is not a WordPress site, you can either. So you saw here, guys, how I audited someone else's site. Even though I'm on Catering Stamford, Connecticut, I was still able to audit someone else's site. You can do that for your own site from one WordPress site. But if your site happens to be a WordPress site, just audit yourself like I did here, audit me. Okay. That pulled in all my pages, all my keywords. And then so if I go expand keyword groups, okay, it pulled in all this information from my own site. Then I would just, once again, open the word cloud, rewrite my title, URL, description, H1, and then, choose all the keywords and say, yeah, I want to track the rankings for them.
Great. Steven said, I'm already sold. Do you have more in-depth training video we can find? I guess
we have tons of training.
A lot of other stuff, right?
Yeah, we have tons of training on our website. I used to do monthly trainings. Chris and I were just talking about this. We're probably going to bring the monthly trainings back for the relevant, time sensitive Q&A stuff. But as of right now, you just go to Xagio.net, and in the menu, there's an access to trainings. I'll even show it to you. I'm not going to just. Easier. Okay. Resources, how to, training webinars. Just go to here. And this is a searchable database of all our past training webinars. So if you want to learn about, I don't know, say schema, just type in schema. It'll show you all the webinars we've ever held and then give you a link to 32 minutes and 9 seconds into the video. And we're talking about this function, and it's all keyword searchable. So we have tons of training. And if you come into our fold and become a customer advisor, you're going to get a ton of this and more.
Which you can do at Xagio.net/superstar.
Yeah. And with that link, guys, let me tell you right now, that'll be, let me go there with you. Okay. We have an offer for an annual subscription, guys, for Chris. Okay. $300 off the Xagio Pro. So we have a Xagio Pro, which is like up to 100 websites, okay, or a Lite up to 5 websites. If you guys want to use this tool and you're sure you want to go for it in a big way, get the Pro. This will give you $300 off your first year, but you only got 15 minutes to grab it, okay? And if this presentation wasn't enough for you to save that $300, then maybe the 30-day refund guarantee will be enough. But anything else, if you just want to go on the Xagio Lite and just install it on 5 sites, you can go that way. You can go annual or monthly, but this timer is for $300 off the Pro, which will make it $397 for your first year. You can use this on up to 100 sites. And guys, make sure you read through what else it has, because it's going to save you a lot of money. Keyword rank tracker, automatic backups, a JSON LD schema builder. You can add sub-user accounts, Ahrefs and Majestic. You can do website reviews, the project planner, which is what we talked about today, a visual drag and drop silo builder, which is unbelievable. Pretty Link Manager, Rescue Center, WordPress clones. Like, this is just a massive, massive software, guys, that I literally only wanted to cover one function of today.
Great. Wesley says, can you do keyword research using just this tool without looking at competition, just based on keywords?
Yeah, you can. So you can go back. I don't know. I'll just open up a different group here. So you can go keyword functions, automatically generate groups. So let me go back. Okay, so let me go new project, and I'm going to just call it keyword research. I'm going to click OK. Load. Keyword functions, automatically generate groups. Maybe I'll rename this to keyword research. So let's say I'm looking for catering companies. I don't use this as much anymore because the audit is so good. Looking at your competitors who are ranking is, to me, like the best place to get keywords. But this ties into the Google AdWords tool. Okay, so you can enter your seed keywords, say how much you want to go, and click start operation. And then what that's going to do is reach into the AdWords tool and group. You can see it's pinging the AdWords API right now. And it's going to group keywords based on what the AdWords keyword tool planner would say, and put them into a group for you. And that's where we started. Honestly, man, the auditing your competitors is going to give you far, far better results. That's why we built that. But yes.
James asks, does it track UK keywords?
Tracks keywords in any country in any TLD.
See, Tim says it's a lot to take in. Yeah, that's why Herc didn't cover everything. He just wanted to cover this one thing.
Well, when you're new, I think the thing for people is this is such a, like I said, it's such a different way to do SEO than a lot of people have been taught, right? They're typically relying on a tool and a seed keyword to tell them whether they're optimized correctly. But the problem that I find with that is that it ignores all the other shit, right? You know what I mean? Like, I could put in a different seed keyword every time, but like when you're building titles that are so semantically relevant, it's just so helpful, and it helps you rank for more stuff. Whereas, you know, when you put in the rank math or the other one and you get your keyword score and it tells you if your keyword's in your H1 or in your content and how many percentage of it's in your content, 80-20 rules, guys. That a lot of that time it's overdone. It's like they're providing all these features and bells and whistles that aren't core fundamental SEO, right? And people are relying on those things, feeling good. But I'd rather do all my optimization on a single page and just write a relevant title based on semantic keywords that I'm trying to target. And then I don't have to worry about my on-page score. That's the extra 20% that you can do. You know what I mean? But it's not going to get you much results. Sorry, the extra 80% you can do that'll get you 20% more results. I think just understanding core fundamentals and having a tool that helps speed up the process is going to get people better results than a rank math or a Yoast or a all-in-one SEO ever will using, you know, seed keyword stuff. At least for me, guys, this is why I built the tool. This is if you go back to the beginning of this presentation, I had a spreadsheet, right? Which is ultimately what I was doing on that spreadsheet is what this software automates. Yeah. And here we are, I think 8 years later, and the software is obviously much, much better, but it's
Chris says, hell yeah, excellent Herc, epic stuff, amazing. I may switch from, I guess that means rank math.
Yeah.
Stuff a little fast. Well, there's a lot to cover. This was amazing. Great presentation, Herc. Looks awesome, man. Thank you for sharing. Will there be a replay? Technology willing, there will be. How much is the plugin? You can visit xagio.net/superstar and get various pricing options. Yeah,
there's different options, something for everybody. You can either dip your toe in the water, or you can say, I want that big $300 coupon, and just like completely transform yourself from a. How many people on here are managing more than like 10 sites?
Me.
I'll just kind of give you guys an idea of what's going on in my business. So this is the plugin that we talked about today. The project planner was the one feature we talked about today. Okay. Because it's literally where the inception of this entire tool came from, was this. But what happens when you install the Xagio plugin on your websites and you start optimizing using Xagio instead of Rank Math or Yoast? We connect you to a central dashboard, right? Which tells you, okay, you have 2 WordPress core updates. You have, okay, I'm managing, let's go to my websites tab. I'm managing 220 websites with this software, right? They're all WordPress websites. Okay, I can see the Ahrefs and Majestic data for all of them. I have my WordPress login, my cPanel login. I have the type of site that it is. I have the login to my registrar, one-click registrar login, one-click, because we do tags. So I do one-click registrar login, one-click web hosting login, WordPress login, cPanel login, uptime monitoring, page speed, tells me my Xagio version, my WordPress core version. I can manage from this dashboard. I can do everything I can do inside of WordPress, but I can do it here instead. I can move plugins and themes from one site to another inside of here without logging in. We have backups. I keep all my sites backed up in Dropbox. You can drop up to Dropbox, OneDrive, Amazon, Google Drive. I have my rank tracker for all my sites built in right here. I have a schema builder right here. I have VA accounts to handle different sites. I have different VAs doing different things, and I can control which aspects of which sites they can access. My dashboard is basically telling me, look, across your 219 sites, you have 45 plugin updates, 3 theme, and 2 WordPress updates. Boom, I update them. Here's your spammy comments, delete them. So it is a WordPress manager, a rank tracker, a schema builder, a backup solution, a WordPress plugin, a VA management. It's a big software. Obviously, it would take me 8 hours to cover every feature in detail, but you get it all. You get all of it. And I think it's a pretty nice looking software. We spent a lot of time making sure it's beautiful and it's easy to use.
Great. Guillermo says, is there training about the business model aside from the software training?
The business model of lead gen?
Yeah, lead gen, rank and rent. I guess
rank and rent. We teach rank and rent. I won't really talk about it here just out of respect for Chris, but yeah, I teach rank and rent as well. We have that, but get Xagio and you'll obviously get put into the fold.
Great. Chaz says he purchased, it's not recognizing his address. I guess you have a support that can help.
Yeah, we have a support team. I'll just quickly tell you guys, support is easy. Okay, Xagio.net. There's a chat bubble on the bottom left that goes straight to our support. Okay.
All right.
There's also in the footer of the website where every other support link in the entire world of companies are, contact, support, and here's the support chat bubble that connects you directly to us.
Okay. Let's see. Liz says, wow, cost. You can just visit Xagio.net/superstar and you'll see several options for cost there. Can you use it for a non-WordPress website? You covered that already. Yeah. How do you build backlinks to local catering website? The same way you would to any other site, right?
Whole new training, yeah.
Yeah. You also have some of your favorite services on Legit on your own influencer page there that I will pimp before we get out of here.
Yes,
how do EMDs forwarded to a non-EMD rank?
Well, I mean, if you take an EMD that has nothing done to it and you forward it to a site that has nothing done to it, you have a 0 net result. If you take an EMD that has nothing done to it, forward it to a site that has a lot done to it, you get a 0 net result. If you take an EMD that has a lot done to it, forward it to a site that has nothing done to it, you'll get a boost in rankings. And then if you take an EMD that has a lot done to it, forward it to a site that has a lot done to it, it's hard to tell. You might get a boost, you might not.
If you have the EMD, just build the site. It would be my
if you have the point of an EMD, guys, is to put your keyword in the domain because it is literally a boost. It's your keywords in the domain, not in the URL. It is a boost. And I don't care what anybody tells you. If someone says, no, EMDs don't work, they don't know what they're talking about. I analyze too many keywords, guys, on trainings, especially in local lead gen. Okay. I analyze far too many, and I always see either EMDs or close. I call them partial match EMDs. I always see them ranking, and they often have far less links than everybody else. It is 100% a boost in rankings to have an EMD or a partial match EMD if you optimize correctly.
Right.
It's not everything, but it's huge.
Adam asks, what about placing the keyword in the subdomain? Equally good as at domain level, less so?
A subdomain is treated as a new domain. So, I mean, I don't do it. I'm not going to say I have data to back it up. I don't do it much, but I mean, you know what you should do is try it and measure the result and come back and tell me what you found. And then I'll tell people that I knew a guy that did that and he got this result.
Guillermo says, how's the software used for affiliate marketing? It would be the same thing, right? You would just
Same thing.
Yeah.
You just use affiliate keywords. Yeah. And
I missed the first 30 minutes. Will there be a replay? Yeah, it'll be wherever you're watching now. What browser extension are you using to see PADA inline? That's the Mozbar extension. Looks amazing, but what if you're not a local org? Not sure what that means.
Well, specify what you are and I'll tell you how it'll help you.
Yeah. Gonna make me spend this money? Well, you know, mission accomplished.
You don't have to purchase, guys. That is your choice.
Yeah, but you should, because it's a great tool and I make money when you do. So
yeah, Chris will make a commission. We'll make some money. Hopefully we'll keep you as a customer.
Yeah,
and continue. I'll tell you one thing about this cool tool, guys. We started off as something called Project Supremacy version 1, which was a free tool. Then we went to Project Supremacy version 2, which included some schema. Then we went to Project Supremacy version 3, which included the WordPress management function. And then now we're called Xagio. We've been around for 7 years. This software has been around for 7 years. We've been constantly developing and updating it. We have a team of 7 people, 4 developers, 3 support staff, plus myself and my partner, Todd Spears. This tool has never not continued to progress and get better and better. And it, like I talked a little bit about the AI functionality that we're probably going to build in. I see guys like James Slattery sitting on this webinar. I'm not sure if he's ever seen this tool, but if he does, and he gives me feedback, because I know he's a badass. We take suggestions, right? We take customer feedback with the highest importance. We build the stuff you guys want, but we also make sure that it's what you need, right? We don't want to do a lot of stuff that we find is like for instance, we have a keyword research tool as well. And I know a lot of keyword research tool have that keyword difficulty score. And I hate that. I hate that thing. Yeah. To me, that's an algorithm built by a person. So really what you're saying is this person is telling you that this keyword is this hard or easy to rank for. I'd rather you learn how to analyze the top page of Google and decide for yourself and through experience what makes a keyword easy or hard to rank for. So we don't do things like keyword difficulty. The AI thing, we're building it because I'm going to make sure it's tuned in really good and it's great. But there's no substitute, guys, for true experience and true knowledge. When you have true knowledge and true experience, a tool like this will make you an absolute efficient badass, right? I'm not here to sell one-click magic solutions. I don't believe in that shit. I believe education and experience are the magic button, but that takes time, right? This tool, guys, if you understand SEO, is going to make you an efficient SEO and very, very good at it. Okay. So that's kind of what we do and how I approach the whole SEO game. I'm not here to sell you bells and whistles. I can't honestly stand that side of the industry. I hate it.
That's one of the reasons I wanted to have you on today, is because the software has been around for a long time. It's not some JV Zoo thing of the week. No. Because you have the kind of integrity that I respect. So
yeah, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Trent says a lot of his clients are on Shopify. It's kind of the same answer to what if they're not on WordPress. When will the AI content feature be rolling out? I don't know that, but I'm going to answer for him. It says it'll be as soon as you can, because I hate that question when people ask me when something will be rolling out. No offense. It's just, I understand why people ask that, but
sure.
Yeah. If I have this on a site, then remove it because the site's gone, etc. Does that count against the number of sites I use this on?
No.
I guess it would be active installs, right?
Yeah. Active installs. If you take it off a site, then you can put it somewhere else.
Right. On average, how long to rank a new website if it's an EMD?
How long is a piece of rope?
Yeah. It depends.
Depends.
Can this be used to optimize a YouTube channel?
No.
No, I wouldn't think so. We'd love to see a training on this inside the legit courses. That's from my partner, Jim. We actually have courses hosting right on the site.
I don't know what legit courses are, but we'll talk about it for sure.
Yeah. Hi, Herc. Is the license key only good for one domain, or do we need to buy one license key per domain? I think it depends on the package, right?
Yeah. So the Lite, if you buy the Xagio Lite, that's 5 domains. Actually it's 50, but there's API costs and stuff like that. So the Lite is good for about 5 websites. You can install it on more than 5 websites, but like to get all the functionality, and I know that I'm probably confusing people right now. Just think of it like this. The Lite version, 5 websites, everything you need to do. The Pro version, up to 100 websites, everything you need to do.
Sounds good. John just bought. Herc's the man. Highly recommend Xagio.
What's up, Justin?
Miguel says, what if you have a site with thousands of articles? Will it handle all of that auditing?
It will, but it might crash.
Yeah.
I mean, so mass page, stuff like mass page, guys, I mean, you don't want to do a project planner on mass page. Mass page is meant to throw a bunch of shit at the wall and see what sticks. And we're not here to like, you know, get really modular on every piece of shit that's on your website. This is a tool for honing in on the shit that matters. And I shouldn't say shit that matters. I should say the stuff that matters. Okay. So mass page sites, I wouldn't recommend it for something like a mass page site. It's for stuff that you care about.
All right. Monthly option or just yearly? Can you show the sales page again?
Yeah.
Because I actually missed that toggle until you showed it earlier.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Let me go here because there's a timer on there. I don't know if I'm going to get booted. Annual, monthly. I'm not sure what they want to see.
I think you just wanted to know if there was either or. Is there a limit to the amount of sites I can manage? The different packages have different numbers you can handle. It's either 5 or 100.
Yeah, just go here too, and you can see Pro versus Lite, right?
Yeah. Facebook user says, hi, bro. Is importing the data from Rank Math before removing it advised?
Yes. Importing the SEO data from any plugin, whether it be Rank Math, Yoast, or All-in-One, because those are the 3 ones that we have automatic. Like we can, if we recognize that you have that plugin installed, we'll say, hey, let's take all your current SEO optimization over into Xagio first, and then you can start using Xagio. And one thing I'll recommend for people who are doing this and moving over from those plugins, move your stuff over into Xagio, deactivate Yoast, Rank Math, or All-in-One, but do not delete it, just to make sure things are, you know, tickety-boo. Nothing goes wrong, and you'll have the backup of the other ones if you need to use it. But we don't get very many support tickets at all from people who come over from those other SEO plugins and say my rankings tanked or something bad happened. It's a pretty simple, straightforward process of pulling your information over into our plugin. It's pretty easy. You can also do it from SEO settings, dashboard, migration. Okay. You can do it in the project planner, or you can do it here. It's pretty easy.
Great. Guillermo says, I'm in. I like the software very much. Does it deploy the theme too?
No, it doesn't do anything with WordPress themes.
Okay. But the clone thing, you can kind of like just
oh, the clone. Yeah. Well, the clone clones the entire website from one. So the way the clone works is you have to have the plugin set up and WordPress set up on both the source and the destination. But then you just go to where you want to clone to. So like, for instance, Catering Stamford, Connecticut, if I wanted to make a clone of this website somewhere else, I'd go to, you know, siteb.com, right? Log into siteb.com, install Xagio, and then say, make a clone of Catering Stamford, Connecticut. And then it's going to connect to both sides using the APIs, take a backup of your source, take a backup of your destination, clone, and then give that to you. So,
all right. Will there be a replay? Yeah, wherever you're watching this now, as well as YouTube or Facebook, depending on what you're on. Herc's the man. Highly recommend Xagio. Somebody gave a frowny face because somebody's always unhappy. It seems that once you grow your rank and rent business, once you get to a certain amount of websites rented, using LeadSnap will be a good way to manage the biz. Herc, how do you handle phone calls when started?
How do you handle? Are we talking about like rank and rent now?
Yeah, I'm not really sure, to be honest.
It sounds like rank and rent. Here's a free trial. Here's some free leads. Like the short answer, because I'm not really here to teach rank and rent stuff, guys. I really want to keep it to optimization. But yeah, you know, I'm generating leads. Do you want some for free? If you like them, we can continue from there. That's the short answer.
What happens to the page management part if you take it off WordPress again? Will the page's structure set break?
Well, it's no different than Yoast. If you have Yoast installed and you do optimization with Yoast and you deactivate Yoast, your optimization goes with Yoast, right? Like,
Yeah,
it's no different with any SEO plugin. If you remove the plugin, you remove the optimization that the plugin provides.
Can you upgrade and downgrade easily? Seems like credits may run out quickly.
Yeah, we actually have a store. So if you want to buy like specific functions or features of the software, you can come in here and buy them in the store. So upgrade, downgrade is easy. You can also contact our support department right here. Okay, you just click this little chat bubble in the bottom left or bottom right if you're on the homepage. Reach out to myself, Alex, or Tanya. Tell them what you want. They'll help you get it.
Great. Dave says, let's fucking go. Purchased, ready to test. Is there a fast way to find someone's domain viability within the software?
What's a domain viability?
Yeah, I don't know. And that's actually the end of the questions.
Sweet.
Looks like Todd's on now too.
Sweet.
Yeah. Okay. We've been here for over an hour, so we probably need to wrap this up. Any last things you want to cover or any last minute questions, guys?
I don't want to cover anything, but I don't know. I can make it a little more exciting.
Okay.
I'll just show you the silo builder.
Oh, cool.
The world's first and only visual drag and drop silo builder for WordPress. Simply install Xagio, go to Silo Builder, click Generate Silo from website, press OK, import all pages, generate silo. It will create a nice little diagram. I don't have a silo structure on this site, but let me kind of show you what it does. Pulls in all the pages of your site, and as I said, it's a small site. And then what you can do is start. So there's my home page. Okay, here's my catering page. Here's my haul page, and here's my whatever page. Okay, let's say I created a service page. So I have my home page. I have this service page. If I want a silo, I draw lines. So we made a visual drag and drop silo builder for pages. So all I have to do is do this. Okay, awesome. And you can zoom in or whatever. And then you click Save Pages, and it executes the WordPress command to structure your website in that fashion. So it does that for pages. It does it for posts as well. If you guys have blogs where it shows you, here's all your categories, here's all your tags, here's the relationships of your posts. You can create new categories, tags, link your posts and pages to whatever categories and tag. It also has an internal link mapping structure. So generate silo from website as far as internal and external links go. Tells you what pages link to what other pages in your site, what the anchor text was, whether it was a 301 or 404. If you're linking externally, it tells you whether it was a no follow, a do follow. So it's very useful for a lot of cases. And there's no other visual builder out there that I know of that does all this.
Awesome. Glenn seems like he's having some issues getting the confirmation email. I guess just hit up support, right?
Hit up support, yeah.
All right. Is there a service for someone to help me build all of this? Probably. I don't know of one, but
yeah, like it's not like we have a team to help you optimize. Like, sounds like you want someone to do SEO for you, I think, and you can pay me. I'll do it.
Yeah, I have a whole marketplace full of people that would be happy to help you too.
Sure.
That's what I meant. The silo building part is Xagio off his WordPress silos stay the same. I would think so, since it's a WordPress command, right?
Yeah, that's WordPress.
My God, you guys built the silo builder out from the first time I saw it.
Oh yeah, this thing has come a long way.
I've been looking for a visual internal linking diagram. Cherry on top, bro. Herc is your technique. The domain has to have the full main keyword. Saw in your training that you use the software to check out if the domain is available. Is that software a feature of Xagio? I guess he's asking, do you have an EMD finder?
Yeah, we have another software, and if Chris wants to bring me on, I can show you guys how to find unlimited EMDs. Because a lot of people think EMDs are great, and I think I'll prove that more if we come back on. But a lot of people think that the market's saturated or that all the good EMDs are taken. And I'll come on with Chris one day if you guys want, and I'll find you tell me the city, you tell me the niche, and I'll find a ton of EMDs that are profitable, meaning they're in profitable industries with good search volume. And they're easy to rank, and I'll find them all day long, every day long. Like it's not saturated. What is saturated is the methods that people are using to find these keywords.
Awesome. Yeah, we'll definitely do that sometime because there's less for me to do when there's other people on. And that's really my goal in life. Do as little as possible. I'm kidding.
Float in various pools around the world.
Exactly. Random question. Where are you from? Your accent sounds like a friend of mine.
Well, I'm Canadian, born and raised in Canada, but my mom is Portuguese. So maybe she's an immigrant. So maybe I don't know. Could be
You live out west now though, right?
I live in Western Canada in Alberta. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you moved to like Arizona or something.
I did. When I wanted to really focus on my business, like when I wanted to start growing and be serious about it, I moved to Arizona with my my wife, and like so we could 100% focus on the business. And that's where things blew up for us. Actually, is when we decided to go full time.
Awesome. All right. That's pretty much the end of the questions. I'm going to bring us back on camera now. Hey, so that was an incredible presentation. I wasn't kidding. I was talking to somebody during it and saying, I want to sign up for this too. It's a great tool and it's been around for a long time, which is rare in this industry. You know, there's a lot of, not to dog the whole business, but you know, a lot of JV Zoo fly by night type stuff. And that's one of the reasons I reached out to you about this was because it's something I know that's established and I know that you're passionate about it. I can tell when you talk about it. So it's my baby. Yeah, I can relate. You know, I can relate to that. So it's something I look out for in the people that we do these with. So not to sound too pretentious, but yeah, it is what it is. Yeah.
No, I care, dude. I care 100% about my customers. I care 100% about my reputation. It's important. If I want to last in this business, I have to build good tools and support my customers the right way. So I truly value that. I'm also honest by nature. Like I won't bullshit anyone about anything. I just lying is stupid. Like it just gets you in all kinds of problems. The sales methods that people use. I don't like dishonest selling. It's all that kind of stuff. Why don't we just build good stuff and provide good value and build a business that way? It just seems like a better.
Yeah. The reason that New Coke failed is because no one liked New Coke. So it's important to have a good product is my point with this.
Yeah. Well, I think it's a pretty damn good product, guys. I'll tell you, I can't, I'm at the point when we first started building this, I know Todd and I had talked about, you know, we want to build something that becomes like a remote control for a TV. And the analogy there is that a lot of people, well, all TVs have remotes these days, but a lot of people won't watch TV if they can't find their remote because they're too lazy to get up and press the buttons on their TV. And I wanted Xagio to be like that, where it's like, I can do SEO any other way I want, but I don't want to anymore. I want to use Xagio. And for me personally, guys, that's the way I built the tool. The first plugin I install on any new site is Xagio. It does everything that I need it to do. And it's all built. This software, the reason why it's here is because it's done off the processes that I've learned through my experience in online marketing and SEO. It's literally built off my process. So I was lucky to meet Todd because when I showed it to him, he was like, whoa, like I've never seen something like that before, but I get it, you know? And then he had a team of incredible developers that no matter what crazy idea that I brought to them, I would just say, make it do this and make it work like this. They could do it. So they've been absolutely awesome. And Todd's team is great. And then adding my processes has been great. And here we are today, you know, 7 years later with pretty cool product that I would love to take on Rank Math and Yoast. And we actually are developing a WordPress plugin to really compete with Rank Math and Yoast.
Yeah, the part about the developers hits for me too, because like with the developers on Legit, sometimes I'll have like a half-formed sentence of a thought, and like 2 weeks later, they've made it into something that exists. It just blows me away that people can do that.
Yeah, our team, those guys like that we have on our team are just like, sometimes they go above and beyond what like I'll tell you the audit function, guys, because it is now like such a core part of my process, being able to audit my own sites, being able to audit other people's sites. It was actually a mistake. The way that they did things was a misunderstanding from what I had told them. And then I went in and I used it and I was like, this is absolutely unbelievable. I forget what the exact scenario was. But I remember being like the miscommunication actually created something absolute and golden because they know how to program, they know how to use the language, and they built something so good. So good.
One person said Corral, I think is how that's pronounced. I just purchased. Awesome. And then one last question is, do you have your music online?
Yeah, so I'm into crypto. Let me put one link up here, audius.co. Anyone that wants to listen, here we go.
What is it?
Yeah, Audius.co is a cryptocurrency. They're putting music on the blockchain for independent artists, and as people listen and stuff, they can. There's me on the right, playing on the big stage. I peaked in music, and so then I had to become an SEO. It's a little lesser of a fun job, but yeah, you can hear all of our music. All our albums are up here on Audius, and awesome. Kind of blends my crypto with my music passion as well.
Awesome. All right. This was great. I appreciate it. We'll definitely do this again with the other tool that you were talking about. Yeah. Wherever you're watching this, you'll be able to go back and watch it again and from the beginning, which you should, because it was a lot of great information. Anything else? Okay. Again, the link is Xagio, which I've pronounced like 4 different ways now, .net/superstar. Check it out. Get yourself a nice discount. Use the software. Herc and Todd are great guys. It's a great piece of work. And yeah, that's it. We'll see you guys next week. I don't quite know what the topic will be, but it'll be something and it'll be good. So until then, have a great one. Have a great
back to back it. Let's do keywords.
All right. What's that?
Let's do keywords next week. I'll show people how to find the EMDs. Make it part 1, part 2.
All right, cool. There you go. There's our next week. We'll do it. We'll do it again then. Perfect. All right, guys. Have a great day. See you again soon.
Thanks for having me, Chris.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.